Welcome back as we get set for this men's singles quarterfinal. Richard Livornese Jr., 24 years old from New Jersey. He has been one of the players, Chad, that is ever so slowly made his way up the rankings in the tour and has really started to emerge as one of the top contenders outside the top 2 or 3.
Yeah, and he's really put a lot of work into his singles game. We've seen him have some success in the double side, specifically mixed doubles. But, you know, like I said, putting in a lot of time on the court on his singles game, working on some rolls, working on being able to extend those points, stay in it, rather than going for the big passing shot. So, see how he's going to utilize that today.
Livornese Jr. taking on a little bit of an unknown quantity in Mariano, who took down Max Manthau in 3 games, in the red shirt there on the right side of your screen. Ranked in this tournament, he was the 18 seed, so we're seeing some of those lower seeds, as we have in the early part of this season, slowly start to emerge into the quarterfinals, make some pushes into the semis as well.
Yeah, I watched a few points of him against Manthau. You know, crafty player, covers the court well. Look for him to come forward, get into a little bit of a cat and mouse, use that speed that he has on the court.
29 years old from Ann Arbor, Michigan, as we are just set to start this men's singles quarterfinal. Livornese got past Jack Foster in his round of 16 match.
Time in 0-0.
And a missed return to start us off.
1-0. Side out.
A little bit of a feeling out process right here early on.
1-1.
A missed serve, so errors early on here in this men's singles quarter.
Yeah, just trying to settle in, find the rhythm.
Side out.
And trading side outs, 2-all. It was a well-shaped backhand there from Livornese.
Yeah, and that's part of the role that I was talking about. Just getting something that's below the net. Doesn't have to bounce. Just force your opponent to hit up on the ball. Yeah, catching that one a little late. Sprays wide.
Spraying wide. That backhand well outside the line. So a point for 3-all.
3-3.
Ooh,
nice cut. The finesse is an aspect of Livornese's game that we haven't really seen him utilize that much in singles.
Yeah, but he's actually really good at it. The cat and mouse is his strong suit. His ability to really use his reach up at the kitchen line there. Nice touch volley.
Easy put away there for, we're tied up at 5.
Yeah, that's a situation where Livornese Jr. just trying to rush through that backhand, pops up. See the body pop up with it as well.
Ooh, may have hit an out ball there and pushed it wide.
I think May was generous. I think that ball was probably going to be about a foot wide.
Keeps Livornese in front by 1. A deep ball there right off the line.
Yeah, good solid volley there from gets that ball right into the body of Livornese. He's not able to create any space or separation away from that ball.
5-5. Point.
Well, in between hop there by Livornese, and back in front now, 6-5. Neither player really able to create some space here early on in this first game of our men's singles quarterfinal. Oh, good hands.
Not sure what happened right there. Oh,
Oh.
So Livornese Jr. stopped because said yeah.
Because he thought he won the
Thought
point.
thought he had the passing shot.
You said yeah, and I stopped, and then so I didn't. Yeah, I stopped playing. But that wasn't like he hasn't made that comment. It was you said yeah, like you won the point. And I made the ball.
So we're having some extra conversation between
Okay, no, all good.
lead referee Carol Manifold.
No, you're good.
We're resuming play at 6-6 with Livornese on serve. And a missed return pushes Livornese back out in front.
Yeah, better deep serve there from Livornese. Putting the pressure on yet. Oh, nice ball.
The pace on that was a little tricky.
Yeah, but he got that ball down as well. I mean, the key when you're up there at the kitchen line, especially with Livornese Jr. coming forward, get that ball down.
Just long. In a game that's been this closely contested, Chad, what's going to be the difference maker?
No, it's going to come down to errors, and it always comes down to errors in the rally scoring format. Ooh.
Oh, and then getting a little love off the tape is, this is the largest lead for any player so far.
And 2 is not a comfortable lead.
No, not in rally scoring. We've talked about that multiple times across the course of the last 2 seasons. As Livornese taking a timeout on court, we will take one as well. Mariano, in front of Richard Livornese by 2. Holding on to a 2-point lead over Richard Livornese Jr. 9-7 on serve here in Game 1 of our men's singles quarterfinal. And a missed serve gives a point back to Livornese.
Well, and that's going to happen here in men's singles especially as well, because we have to go big serve, big return. You're trying to really push the envelope with that serve.
That time the forehand into the net for Livornese Jr. But the missed serve goes back to what you were saying before you took the timeout, which is why no 2-point lead is safe. You need at least 6, maybe 7 in rally scoring.
Is somewhat comfortable, still not safe. Yeah, that's a big serve. Right inside the baseline. Nice angle, nice cut there from Livornese, taking the pace off.
And it keeps him within striking distance. And the thing for, yes, he has the 2-point lead, but remember, 14, if he loses that point, he will freeze.
Got to win on the serve.
First to 15 win by 2. And a missed return, so getting some help there as he's back within 1.
That's not what you want as we're getting down the stretch here in Game 1.
Oh.
Oh, nice
Great
read.
reaction there from
That's a good job there from just putting a deeper ball off of a good roll there from Livornese, but he anticipates the cross-court forehand from Livornese.
Going for the forehand down the line, caught the net. So 11-12. No player is led by more than 3. That was 11-8 in favor of
Oh, nice roll.
Beautifully placed there from Livornese Jr. We are tied at 12.
Yeah, doubles up on that roll again. Backhand roll to the backhand side of, this time a little bit more of an aggressive roll. A little more pace, gets it to bounce just behind the kitchen line.
Eighth tie of this first game, 12-all. And another good ball placement there from every time that Livornese gets back, it seems like has an answer.
Yeah, and that forehand there from Livornese just didn't really have a whole lot of pace on it. Wasn't really a good opportunity for a passing shot, so it opened up that angled volley for
Great placement there from Livornese Junior, 13 apiece.
And two good volleys there from Livornese, taking it out in front. Second volley, a little bit more aggressive.
13.
Oh.
Ooh.
Right on the line. And it brings up game point.
14-13.
Yeah.
14 up.
Yeah, trying to throw off timing a little bit there with a slower serve with a little bit more loft to it.
A timeout on court is now Livornese Junior will be on serve. He'll still have to win by 2, so it'll have to be 16-14. And this is where things get a little interesting.
Well, Livornese Jr. won his first match 16-14, 16-14 against the guy that he's talking to in his corner right now, Frank Anthony Davis. Good friends, and then faced a couple of 2 match points in his second round against Jack Foster. So Livornese has played his friends so far in this tournament.
Mariano, getting past Max Manthau in his round of 16. Dropped the first game to Manthau 16-14. Took the next 2, 16-14, 15-7. So, no stranger to close matches either.
We see a lot of 15-13, 16-14, 17-15. It's just the nature of rally scoring.
And the nature of the increased competition as the tours continue to grow and goes on and more players come in. 14-all, Livornese Junior on serve.
Ooh. Oh, lands on
painted
the
the line, and it brings up game point.
I mean, that's in that situation there, Livornese Jr. just guessing the direction that was going to go with the overhead, guessed right, and pinpointed the line.
Pulled the backhand wide, 15-all. Both players now have saved a game point.
Again, Livornese Jr. just rushing on that backhand there. Goes for a little too much angle. Ooh.
Gets the bounce off the tape, with his second game point.
Excellent forehand roll there from
16-15.
Oh, backhand winner. Game 1 goes the way of Mariano. 17-15. Game 2 in our men's singles quarterfinal coming up next.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
16 years from today, Greg Gerstner will finally land the same people at AARP volunteer and community events. They'll keep Greg active, involved, and mischievous, and help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
The APP is sponsored by Gamma. Play to live, live to play. Yola, for the champion in you. And AARP, helping your health and happiness live as long as you do. Welcome back. Mariano, taking game one over Richard Livornese 17-15. Looking to continue his run through the draw here in Sacramento. Livornese Jr. serving to start game two.
Nice
coming
angle.
out with a well-played point.
Yeah, a couple of nice deep balls to the backhand side there of Livornese, and then creates an excellent angle off of the forehand. Reaches in, creates the angle early, doesn't overhit.
Good reach there from Livornese.
Yeah, and Livornese creating a good angle back on the backhand slice volley.
I've been impressed so far with the court coverage from He moves very well east to west.
Yeah, and that's what I saw in his match against Manthal as well. Fast on the court, good reads.
I'm not saying something because Max Manthau, one of the best movers on tour. Patience from gets the easy put away.
Well, and that's a situation there too where Livornese has to try and get something below the net.
How much of that is what Yez been able to do in terms of dictating, and how much of that is shot choice from Livornese?
Well, it's a lot to do with because he's keeping the pressure on Livornese.
On cue with the big serve there.
Livornese is rushed right now. He's not really getting the space and the separation that he wants. Trying to do a little too much because that ball's getting on him quickly.
Oh, swinging volley. Just let it drop a smidge too far.
Yeah, just couldn't get there fast enough. Take that ball high.
Looked like he may have second-guessed himself at the start.
2-3. Side out.
Good.
Point 4.
Excuse me. Good aggressive return there from Yet. Again, that ball getting on Livornese quickly.
Played his collegiate tennis at Chowan College in Murfreesboro, North Carolina, originally from Buenos Aires.
Oh, just
wide. But I like the idea.
Yeah, the roll was there, just decelerated a little bit there on contact, so didn't get the bite that was looking for. Ooh, that works.
Point 5.
And it's dribbled over the net for another point.
Livornese trying to guess there. Guessed wrong. Good hold from Sets up. Open stance. Gives him the opportunity where he can either take it down the line or go cross court with it. Hit the forehand well.
That time the backhand passing shot pays dividends. Opens up the largest lead of the match for Yed, 7-3.
Yeah, starting to settle in right now. You're seeing the timing. You're seeing the pace.
7-3. 1 minute.
Timeout on the court with a 4-point lead for Yed. Do you know how to find your UTR pickleball rating? Let us tell you how. First, go to utrsports.net and select Join. After entering your email, password, and information about yourself, you will be asked your preference of pickleball or tennis content, or both. Next, you will be asked a few questions about your pickleball experience, the amount you play, your experience level, and your USA Pickleball rating to determine an estimated UTRP rating. You will then be given an estimated UTRP pickleball rating, and that is only the beginning. Find and play both recreationally and competitively near you. Sign up today at utrsports.net. Chad, what would your highest rating have been?
UTR is, I think, 1 point higher than what the older ratings used to be. So at the height, 6.2, 3.
What would it be now?
Somewhere in there. Oh, yeah.
That's the big question.
Let's not discuss that one. I think the levels have certainly changed a little bit in the last 10 years as well.
That's a fair assessment. As rips the forehand, and we were discussing Livornese Jr. needs to find a way to disrupt the timing of Mariano. Yeah, how does he do that?
Yeah, Livornese just has to try and put a little bit more pace on some of these returns, and that's a big serve there from as well. Livornese is looking to try to get up to that kitchen line early, needs to execute the return first.
He needs to find a way to dig himself out of the 6-point hole if he wants to stay in the tournament.
And that was
the forehand wide.
But that was a much better return right there. Just tried to do too much with that forehand volley. Doesn't need to hit big on that volley.
7-point advantage. Just missed. Had the open court.
That's excellent scramble there from Livornese as well. Looked like that ball was past him. But again, really finding his rhythm. Using the shape on his shots quite effectively right now. Yeah.
Just the well played deep return, comes up to the kitchen line, puts it away.
Yeah, another good deep return there from Livornese trying to roll that ball, but not getting the acceleration up the back of the ball that he needs to give the shape.
And then just came out flat off of the paddle. Another point for It's 12-4 here in game 2 after he took game 1 17-15.
12-4.
Missed the backhand there, so Livornese still alive. How surprised are you by the way that this match is unfolded?
Well, I mean, again, is more of an unknown right now, so he kind of has that advantage as far as not being seen a whole lot and having a solid plan. But he's dictating right now with the big serve, big return, not giving Livornese Jr. any real opportunities to try and put that pressure back on If
Yet continues to play like this, he's not going to remain an unknown quantity for long. Second time he's thrown in the changeup on the serve, ends up getting the point, and it brings up a quick match point for Mariano. 14-5.
14-5.
Missed return, one-way traffic in game number 2. Mariano, moving through the bracket. We will talk to him when we come back here on Championship Court.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
At The Botanist, we always look further, seeing potential where others may not. We sustainably hand forage 22 Isla Botanicals to make a beautifully balanced gin, capturing the essence of our Scottish island home, consciously crafted by our community to be enjoyed by yours. Look further.
"16 years from today." possible because Greg is already meeting all these same people at AARP volunteer and community events. They'll keep Greg active, involved.
This is why we drink. We drink for tonight, finally in town on the same weekend. Inside jokes, the great outdoors, karaoke till dawn, another cold one and a second slice. We drink for tomorrow, for the 7 a.m. 5K and the tailgate that follows, for the personal best that's about to be bested. Kick flips and polar dips, drop shots, cheap shots, shoot your shot. We drink for the moment, shaky hands, steady beat, a blank canvas, trying to be something. Drink for yourself. No alcohol, no hangover, no empty calories, not a moment wasted. Partake brews the liquid. You bring the courage. Today is for the taking, and we make it happen.
Mariano, making his run through the draw. Excellent performance, beating Richard Livornese Jr. 17-15, 15-5. He'll take on the winner of, he'll take on Grayson Gordon in the semifinals. He's courtside with Dorian Kraft for our Franklin post-match interview.
Thanks, Chad. Mariano, congratulations picking up the win in straight games. I want to take you back to the late stages of game number one. You took a timeout. What was the key to you being able to reset and close it out 17-15?
Well, I was making a few unforced errors, some easy balls, so I was just making myself, making Richard play. I know he was going to make it tough, but I got lucky with some balls.
This is your first APP tournament since Fort Lauderdale. Where has your game improved the most since then?
Definitely consistency. I always knew I had the game. Just had to put it together, not make too many unforced errors.
Well, you're into your first semifinal. What have you liked most about the way that you've played today?
I'm back to the unforced errors again. I'm just making my opponents play. If I have to grind it out, just run everything down, I'll do that. Yeah.
Well, Mariano, congratulations into your first semifinal on the APP Tour. We will see you in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Still plenty of action ahead here in Sacramento.